On number 3, we have Logitech G915 wireless mechanical keyboard. Pros, cons, and all that stuff is packed for you in this video, in case you're interested in pulling one for yourself. If we take a look at the gaming market, we can see that wireless keyboards are standard now. They are a lot more trusted and used by the community out there. Similarly, Logitech has put its premium beast in the battle. This keyboard has a full-sized, low-profile layout, but there are a few extra features and keys that you will not see on other keyboards out there. The keyboard itself feels very nice and sleek, with brushed aluminum and rounded edges on each side. Aesthetically, we can see that it not only looks good, but it also feels good. But the craziest aspect to us is that it's just 22mm thin. That is insane, even when you have the mechanical switches in there. So, it's quite compact and portable as well. As for some of the features, we have 5 G keys for macros and functions underneath the illuminated G logo on the top left corner. On the top left corner, along with the G logo, we have 3 M keys. These are like your memory profiles or pages. And then you have MR for recording the macros on the board. Logitech has designed this keyboard for not only gaming, but you can also perform your most challenging tasks with ease and comfort. Like there are the multimedia buttons on the right, just above the numpad. And even on the top, you can see the nice scrolling bowling wheel, which is always nice to have, and you can comfortably scroll through the pages without reaching out to your mouse. However, all these circular buttons on top are not mechanical ones. Now when we come towards the Lightspeed wireless connectivity of this keyboard, you can see that there's a Lightspeed logo next to the scroll wheel. It takes 1 millisecond response, which is insane. Now mainly we are very happy to see they have included the mechanical switches on this crazy thin, low-profile keyboard to begin with, but also the fact that there are 3 different options for buyers to pick from. This means you can pick the one that is best for you and your preference. Then we have the RGB lights and the G-Hub software, and we have to admit that the G-Hub software is probably the most refined and polished software that we have seen among the companies out there. It's really easy and everything is laid out right in front of you. For RGB effects, there are probably 50 plus different ones built in that you can cycle between or make your own design effects under the Freestyle tab, which you're going to love. On number 2, we have the new flagship keyboard from Razer, the Huntsman V2 Analog. Now this keyboard has a lot of minor tweaks and some major feature changes and upgrades, so there's a lot to go over on this one. With that being said, let's check out this beast. If we take a look at the overall design of this keyboard, we can see that it has similar exposed buttons as in the previous models. So nothing new is going out here at the first glance. However, the construction of the keyboard feels a little more solid and weighs about 1,195 grams, which means it is one durable keyboard that you can invest in. The main attention-seeking factor goes to the magnetic wrist rest that comes along in the box, but this time Razer has removed the plastic borders that you can see in the previous wrist rests, which give you more surface area and also feels like there is more soft padding. The Huntsman V2 Analog has 2 USB connectors just like previous models, but this time the main USB connector is switched with a USB Type-C. Now one nice feature that we saw on this keyboard is a USB pass-through on the left side of the keyboard. Lastly, we have the RGB-enabled media keys with a digital dial, which you should be pretty familiar with by now. However, the main change in this keyboard, as the name implies, is the analog switches. Now, these are not exactly fresh out the box from Razer, because we have already seen these in the Razer Tartarus gamepad. One of the big features here is being able to set a dynamic actuation point. So Razer lets you set your actuation point on these switches from anywhere from 1.5mm all the way to as deep as 3.6mm. A cool feature that you can use with this custom actuation is that you can bind 2 functions to different points in the actuation of the switch. For example, say you bind equipping your grenade to 1.5mm and then throwing the grenade to be deeper in the key press, kind of letting you equip and throw in the same action. Lastly, if you look at the buttons, they are quite interesting. These switches are linear, which makes sense. It would be quite weird to have a tactile bump that isn't going to help, as we would keep changing the button while actuation. However, we really like to mention the force curve on these switches, which ranges from 54 grams all the way to 74 grams at the bottom out, which gives them a premium feel. But we do want to point out that these are not silent switches, so you'll still be getting that nice stocky bottom. And on number 1, we have the Alienware 510K, a low-profile RGB gaming keyboard. So why did we choose this keyboard for our number 1 on the list? There are several factors behind it. Stay tuned because you're in for a treat. However, this keyboard is a perfect match with all the tech we have shown in our previous video. and the link is in the description if you want to check that out. Now when we look at the design of this cosmic gift, it is breathtaking. It has firm and fabulous tacky buttons with a 50 mAh keystroke lifecycle that are embedded on a nice low-profile plastic plate that looks really fine. You're definitely going to enjoy your games. Credit goes to the 1.2mm travel to the actuation point and also 3.2 for the full keystroke itself. What else can you expect from a futuristic gaming tech? It comes in two color versions, black and white, which means that you can choose the one that fits perfectly in your gaming space. Another promising feature that you can see in this keyboard is that it comes with its own volume roller, which is something that we enjoyed the most and wish that we could have something similar on the smaller form factor. It's a wired keyboard, but you will not be getting the Type-C here. So not future stuff, but USB Type-A is a standard still. So you can easily plug that in the back of your PC, or your hub, or whatever you might have in your arsenal. Also, this keyboard has a USB pass-through on the back, which is nice and helpful from time to time. Now let's get to the main factor that anyone will find pleasing as they look at this keyboard. Yes, we are talking about the aesthetic RGB lights on this keyboard. You can quickly configure what effect you want or what color you want without any time-consuming procedures with the help of the Alienware Command Center. And with this command center, you can choose from the 16.8 million color choices that give you a ton of different variety to keep experiencing with time. When we used the software, we found it pretty easy and simple to use. Anyhow, when customizations are concerned, you will be glad to know that you can manually adjust the brightness level directly from the board itself, which is really helpful with a white-colored keyboard that is already reflecting a lot of that RGB color. So if you're in a dark environment, it's really nice to turn down the brightness just a little bit. Overall, we have enjoyed this board and its features a lot. Specifically, the low-profile design helps you to work more efficiently by placing your hands at a nice angle on the keyboard. Although it does take a little bit of time to get used to this keyboard at first, but when you do, it's totally worth it. Additionally, this keyboard is available on the Dell website and on Amazon as well. But if you're planning to get one for yourself, we recommend that you do that from Amazon because we can actually save some bucks from Amazon. Hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and if you do, please hit on the like button and consider subscribing for more beneficial content like this. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you'll be informed with our upcoming big surprise. All the links are present in the description box if you want to buy the products we discussed today. So if you have any questions or want to know anything about these boards that we can help you with, you're welcome to mention them in the comments below, and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.